Hi everybody, Mike here. Doing a follow-up video on my original post with three things in mind that I want to go over right now. First, I'll just do an overview of sales for the last 7 days last week, which would be the first week of March 2018. Uh, After that, I want to look at, as I mentioned in the previous video, marketing through Etsy promoted listings versus Google promoted ads that's also integrated through Etsy. I want to basically compare the cost and then the success of those ads and to see if it's actually worth it and what's worth it. Let's go through some of these sales quickly now before we go on. So again, this is for March 1st to March 7th. In total, I've received 11 orders for the total revenue of $204. Now, out of those $204, I would say about 65 to 70 would be actual profit, and that's before I would pay for any of the marketing or any of the other ads, which at this point I don't have. I only have those two, which I mentioned earlier, which is Etsy promoted ads and Google promoted ads through Etsy. Okay, so let's look at, and at the same time, I'll also talk about some of the progress with posting new listings on Etsy because my goal over the last couple of months has been to continuously keep adding products. Right now, as I mentioned earlier in one of the earlier videos, most of the products that I'm posting are t-shirts, some tank tops, and this is only because I'm also working on merch by Amazon, and I'm still in that whole groove of pushing t-shirts out because a lot of the designs that I've made are text designs which are also specifically made for t-shirts. Some of them could work, I guess, on hoodies and other, I guess, clothing items, but if I was to put them on a coffee mug or anything else, it wouldn't really work. So at this point, I have a lot of designs that are not a crossover, but just recently, again, as I mentioned in one of the earlier videos, I'm working with a designer whose designs are great and will definitely be going on uh, all sorts of different wall art, posters, coffee mugs, anything else that would, I guess, turn out look really nice uh, as an image instead of, let's say, a word design. All right, enough of that. Let's go through this and see the activity. So quickly, I'd like to point out that 510 impressions, 320 visits in the last week to my Etsy store with a total of 11 orders. So March 1st, as you can see here, there's been one new order. Looking at it, it looks like a t-shirt, but at the same time, I've posted 29 new listings. So that was at the beginning of the week. The next day, again, I've posted three new listings, and out of those, sorry, four new listings. Out of those four new ones, three are the ones that I've already had because on Etsy, every time you sell an item, Etsy automatically reposts that and charges you the 20-cent fee. So in this case, on March 2nd, three new orders, four new listings, and again, out of those four, only one would be a new listing. March 3rd, one order, 12 new listings. So I've actually been continuously listing things. March 4th, two new orders for $40. That was nice. It's always nice to see days where it's more than one order, not only from making money, but also it's encouraging to me, to keep doing what I'm doing to kind of tell me that I'm on the wrong on the right path. So, anyways, it's always nice to see. Now, March 5th, I really wanted to have a sale, at least one sale every day, and this was a little disappointing, but that's okay because I still got to post 18 new listings and two renewals from earlier with 0 orders. March 6th, which would be 2 days ago, 3 orders, revenue $53. And then yesterday, so today would be March 8th. I did not include it in this report because I want to do clean week, 7 days. And again, 1 order yesterday, and this was not a t-shirt, this was a cell phone case, and for an iPhone, and the case actually had a nice a graphic on it. So there was no text, but there was a nice graphic. Let's go into marketing and compare some of these things, because in the earlier video I mentioned that I am just testing out Google Ads, that I've worked and used Etsy promoted listings, and I've had success with those, but I also wanted to test out Google Ads. So let's look at this performance here, and this is actually for the last 30 days. Let me go back to specific dates. So we'll go from March 1st to, actually this is actually never mind, it's last 7 days. Let's do that. So last 7 days. So this would actually not be the exact dates that I've had on the previous screen, but that's okay. It still gives us an idea of what's going on in the activity. So I'm spending $10 a day, and the good thing with Etsy promoted listings is that it doesn't always max out the $10. It basically goes off the number of clicks that you would get. Where I've noticed that Google Ads actually, for whatever reason, really does spend the max amount that you've set. So in either case, $13 spent, cost of the ads, for 6 orders, which equals to $103 of revenue. This to me is really good and worth it. I'm still turning a profit. I'm getting a lot of clicks, a lot of impressions, as you can see here. So things are looking great. Again, I've said this in my previous video, I would highly encourage people to use Etsy promoted listings because I am seeing a positive result. Now, I'll just slow down and go over these numbers just one more time so it's a nice setup for the next screen. $13, $13.73 resulted in 6 orders for the revenue of $103. This is in the last 7 days. Compared to Google listings, same last 7 days. $39 cost 1 order for the revenue of $23. So I did say originally that I wanted to test this out for a whole month. I started out with spending $10 per day. I've lowered that to $5 because I've had no results, and now I'm definitely losing money because of Google Shopping, because any profit that I turn through Etsy listings, I'm actually losing that money spending it here. So I am still making money overall, but the biggest expense right now are actually these Google Shopping ads. I'm really conflicted and really have a strong urge to turn them off immediately, but I feel like maybe I want to spend a few more days because the weekend is coming up. So I just want to see if there's going to be any kind of a difference. I do think that a week or 2 weeks to test something out is a very short period of time, but the cost is getting up there, and it's very discouraging, and I'm not seeing immediate results. So it's still undecided if I want to turn them off or leave them on at least $5 a day for a few more days. We'll see, and I'll do another video to update everybody on this. So overall, I would say Etsy Printful integration is great. Currently, as you can see here, I have 655 listings. again, just a quick overview. Most of them t-shirts, some tank tops. I'm getting into cell phone cases, and definitely recently posting more wall art posters. Again, no sales, but I will keep pushing. I really want to get the listings up to over 1,000 in the next couple of months for sure. We'll see what happens. There's a big chance to start including other products. Printful really does offer a lot of products. You can even go into, types of t-shirts that you offer, hoodies, skirts, leggings. I mean, all kinds of stuff. So I really should be coming up with some kind of a plan to uh, to see what would be, I guess, the most beneficial and profitable. Uh, because right now, if I'm looking at the overall picture, things are looking good. I'm really happy with what's going on, and let's just look at the last 30 days here. Uh, as you can see, the trend is definitely that things are going up, sales are picking up. I have a sale or multiple sales almost every day. This was not the case in November of 2017. December was actually very good. January was a little slower. So the more listings I have, I mean, it's fairly simple. More sales I'm making, and that's exactly the direction I want to go in. If I've missed anything, please feel free to leave a comment, uh, ask any questions, make any suggestions. I want to keep doing these as regularly as possible because I know what it was like for me starting out. Uh, Even if I wasn't learning anything new, it's still nice to see the progress of someone else. So, for example, if there's if sales go down, I want to see that it's all across the board, that it's not just my sales. So, basically, the point of all of this is just to share the experience and give updates to anybody else that's going through the same thing. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time.